Welcome back to devlog number 2. I want to get right into it, but there are a few questions that I want to answer beforehand, or things that I want to address. First one is, when am I coming back, or, make more updates? I had a lot of other stuff going on. I am devoting more time now to game dev hobbies than I was before, so you can expect maybe more frequent videos. Also, I got some tips on video production, and while I'm grateful, I think that I may never have as much time as some of the bigger YouTubers do to gather clips, so I might not be able to create a video where I'm switching clips every 10 seconds, but I think definitely the quality of the videos will improve as I get used to it. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So since last time, I have made a lot of improvements to the level generation. Level generation is now done in layers, which is going to make it really easy to extend it to new things in the future. Base layers like tiles and decorations can be applied really easily, and I can more easily debug them with some of the new tools that I've made. I also added enemies and new items as different layers that can be just added on top and tweaked as I see fit. I tried experimenting with different combat styles. First, because I had been playing Path of Exile, I tried the more ARPG route where everything was happening in real time. And then I also tried the more deck building route, but that also didn't feel right. So I just made a wish list of features based on some of my other favorite games that I wanted to hit. This led me to what I'm calling glyphs, which are going to be the core of the magic system. So you can have elemental and enhancement glyphs. The key idea here being that elemental glyphs will provide you the kind of base element of your spell and the status effects, and then you would combine them with enhancement glyphs to make unique spells. So you could combine a fire and an empower to increase the damage, and then maybe an echo glyph to cast it twice. These glyphs would be random, so each run would be completely different, and you would have to craft your spells based on the mobs that you're getting going through your particular run. I wanted to make sure that each run felt unique, and the glyphs that you got throughout your run would decide what strategy you had to take to make it through this challenge. One of the spells we have is just the standard lightning bolt spell. I just used a particle emitter with the trails turned on. It's moving so fast you can't really see that it's actually coming up from the ground, which if I turn down the speed you can kind of see what it's doing, and I think it looks pretty convincing for something that can go around objects or come down from the roof, so you don't actually need line of sight. The fireball will require direct line of sight, but we can balance it out with environmental interactions or damage over time or something like that. I've got a kind of ugly placeholder icosphere for it right now, but I've made a procedural fireball, and I'll be explaining that in an upcoming video. It'll look a lot better and be easy to modify with other glyphs. I've also added these little damage readouts, as well as what I'm calling monster essence, which will be how you upgrade your glyphs throughout the dungeon. The next episode will definitely be out sooner than the gap between this one and the last one. I already have a decent amount of content lined up for it. It'll be a more technical rather than specifically gameplay, but I'm hoping you find it just as interesting as I did. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there.